Hey, it's Cody from Edit Handyman Services out of Georgetown, Texas. I'm here today to let you know what you should do before calling a handyman. My advice to you as a regular person, not as a handyman, is to look up a video about what your problem is on YouTube first before calling anyone to get it fixed. I'd love to have your business, but at the same time, it's better for you if you can solve the problem yourself. It might be that the issue is very simple and it would feel bad if I came to your house and did the work only for you to think after, oh, well, I could have done that. Why did I get this guy to come out? Now I feel like I'm paying him too much for what he did. I want you to be happy when I leave your house, so it's in my best interest to avoid those situations as well. That way, if there's actually an issue that's too big for you to handle, you won't feel bad about calling me. And also, being more knowledgeable will help you avoid getting taken advantage of. Just like if you were to go into a mechanic shop and they try to sell you on blinker fluid, you know to stay away from that shop because blinker fluid doesn't exist. Now that you know a little bit about the job, the next piece of advice is to go and buy any items that you might need ahead of time. Unless your handyman is really nice and cuts you a deal, having them go buy materials for a project is going to be more expensive. I'm not talking about screws and small stuff like that, but more like faucets, shower heads, and paint. Bigger things like that. Because look, from a handyman's perspective, that's considered work. We might be going shopping for you and that might take an hour or so to do. So a job that normally would have been 2 hours is now 3 because one of them is spent going out and getting whatever you need. It may differ depending on each situation, but in general, it's usually best to supply the materials when you can, and you can choose the fixtures and materials that you want. The third thing is to see if you have anything else that needs to be done. Economy of scale is a real thing, and it's going to be cheaper to have everything done in one visit rather than a bunch of different visits. It's just how that goes. Also, send them a picture of your project. If the handyman doesn't physically come to your house to have a look around and give an estimate, send them a picture. It can be of the workspace or an item that he'll be installing or a part that he'll be working on. It's just a small thing that might help make your visit go smoother. Finally, send them a text the night before they're supposed to visit. Not all handymen are the best at communicating or keeping track of their schedule, so just send them a text to confirm that they're coming the next day. I personally like to send out confirmation the night before just to make sure the person will be there when I show up, and then again before I leave to go do the job just to make sure that everything's on track. So that has been what you should do before calling a handyman. I know that it can be hard to communicate with people about this stuff, especially if you aren't very handy yourself. So I hope that this helps you. It's what I would tell my friends to do if they had to call somebody to help them in their home. If you want to learn more about me, consider checking out my website. It'll be linked in the description below, or check out my other videos to see if there's anything there that you'd find useful.